Oh, I like Aunt B. Can't wait for the
Hello
big
and welcome.
announcement.
We're here from
And
Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet, with my two friends, Robyn, Carnivorous Grandma, and Gie from Hanging with the Browns. And I have links to both of their channels in the description. And I fixed the links because for some reason they weren't clickable before. So you guys can click those and check those out. But looking forward to chatting. We did a big announcement last week. We had two big announcements. One, it was Gie's birthday. So happy birthday. How did that all go?
I'm 60 years old, y'all. I told everybody I left 59 and now I'm 60 and I am super living in reverse. I'm aging backwards, y'all. I'm aging backwards.
You do not look 60. You look amazing. And I love the flowers in the background. This is like a Bill Knott video with the flowers going in the background.
You know what? I think of Bill sometimes with that. This is an arrangement that my BFF made me when I moved in this house. So it is over 10 years old now. She did. Wow. Yeah. They're not real. Like Bill's flowers be real. I'm rocking plastic over here, Bill.
Yeah. Speaking of Bill, everybody. I'm so excited. Emma's so excited. We're going to be heading Bill's way next month. Next month, it's going to be 1 year. I can't believe it's been 1 year. So we're going to film Bill's 1 year update for the documentary. I couldn't be more excited for that. There's been so much going on. Gie and Robyn, you guys know you were down in Austin. We filmed both of you. We filmed Frederick for the documentary. I can't thank you guys enough. This isn't just flattery. Like, you guys brought it to the next level. I really mean that.
Oh,
yay.
It's hard for me to like hold on to this stuff because so many of these stories we've gathered, I'm like, they could help people right now. But if we just put it on YouTube or whatever, we can't do it in the documentary. It's going to be much more impactful when it's all in the movie together. But besides filming everyone down in Austin, since we last spoke, so much has happened, Robyn and Gie, just in 1 week. It's incredible. One thing, well, there's one big announcement, but one other big announcement was I just got back from filming Dr. Philip Ovadia, heart surgeon. We drove down to Illinois. Adam drove all the way over from Ohio. Shout out Adam, Carnivore Today. Filmed Philip Ovadia for the documentary. This was incredible. Like, I feel like I'm hyping this up, but I'm not. I'm genuinely excited for the documentary the further we get into it. The thing that we got with Dr. Ovadia, he's a heart surgeon.
Yes.
Like, everyone that's thinking about doing carnivore is concerned with their heart and their cholesterol and clogging their arteries. But also, he gave us full access. We were in the hospital, filming in a hospital setting. We got some amazing interviews in Austin of some of these good doctors, but a lot of it's just talking head sort of thing. We're walking around with Dr. Ovadia through the hospital. He showed us where he performed surgery. So we filmed all of that this week, and it's going to take the documentary to another level. One other quick announcement while people are jumping on here, let us know in the comments where you're from, do a little check-in. But one other big announcement I had, which is, I'm still pinching myself. I can't believe this even happened, but Tammy Peterson, Jordan Peterson's wife, everyone knows the Petersons. Everyone loves the Petersons. Like, I don't know how many people have told me in my YouTube comments, I heard about carnivore through Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan, or Michaela Peterson through her YouTube channel, or even Tammy Peterson, who's talking about it more now on her channel. She's got an incredible channel. She watches my YouTube channel. When I was in Austin, actually, I think it was the day I filmed both you, Robyn, and Gie. I got an email from Tammy Peterson out of the blue. I didn't even realize it was from her. And she said, I've been enjoying your YouTube channel. I would like to invite you on my podcast. I'm like, oh, who, what? Oh, and then I read it. It was Tammy Peterson. I'm like, the Tammy Peterson? You're watching my channel? And so I went on her podcast and it went really well. It isn't live yet. People keep asking me. She's got a lot kind of in the works right now, but it's going to be going live on her channel at some point. But afterwards, of course, I asked her, would you be willing to share your story for our documentary, Healing Humanity? This woman overcame cancer. She was diagnosed with terminal cancer and told she had 10 months left to live. She's also been doing carnivore for years now and absolutely thriving on it. So I said, your story is so inspiring. I'd love to include it. She said yes.
Yay!
I'm rambling now. She said yes. And in the email where she said yes, a little paragraph of a sentence talking about, yes, you can film me for the documentary. At the very bottom, she said, oh, and by the way, Jordan has decided he's going to tweet out your 3-minute teaser trailer to his 5 million followers on Twitter. I'm like, what? I literally thought I was dreaming, because when we started this documentary, I had 2 like win the lottery goals, and that would be to some way have the Peterson family involved with this, because they've been integral with so many people. The other one is Joe Rogan, which maybe we'll get to that one at some point, just because he's got such a big following and been talking about carnivore and had all these people on there. But yeah, so Jordan Peterson watched the trailer and had some nice things to say about it and tweeted it out, which is just incredible, unbelievable. I'm still not sure if it quite happened or if I'm like imagining these things.
Amazing.
So you know how you felt like, I feel that way. The Kerry man, are you kidding me?
Right.
Yeah, I keep telling you, I know, but here's you know what, we don't feel that way about ourselves. We with ourselves all the time. There's nothing special about us, but you have no idea how you touch the lives of other people. And last week when we first did this, coming on, giving the announcement of how we wanted to help, I was on a ship. I did the best I could. I went back once I got to land. I watched what you guys pulled together, and you guys did a phenomenal job. People are asking, but not a lot are jumping on. So that's where today is coming into play. In the description, all of us are streaming this right now. So right now, donate.healinghumanity.movie is right there across the top. You can donate there. In the description of my live video, whether it is on Facebook, I put the actual link, because I don't think you can click inside of here. I've tried that, and I don't know if it works for you guys, that you can actually click a link from the comment. Okay, my computer don't work. Then it doesn't.
I'm gonna put the link.
Yeah, mine doesn't. So mine doesn't. So I put it in the description. Maybe you can copy and paste it. I don't know.
Try.
But we can't do this without you guys. We can't do this. And what is this? This is not allowing Kerry to carry his cross alone. That's about, listen, I know you can tell by how everyone, no, girl, I cannot click on that at all. It just like turns purple.
Oh,
okay. So that would just be me. All right. So when, for whatever the reason that God placed this on Kerry, he picked the right person. Kerry has a love for people. And I have not been around this man like that. Kerry has a love for people. Kerry owns a movie theater. It's like, and then God placed Adam in his life. And then there's others around. And the part that I like in the clip that you did for us at Hack Your Health, when you put together, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. What would you be in the documentary? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. And that was so hilarious when we seen it, because that is something that he said repeatedly. This man puts himself out there. I reached out earlier today. I sent a message and said that I wanted to share my story that I have not shared on my own page yet. Why this moment is so important to me. Okay. Woo.
Don't start with the waterworks now.
I know. I'm trying. But so many joyful things have been happening recently with my birthday and celebrating and everything. And two people that mean a lot to me are not here. And for those that don't know, when my daughter was 30 years old, she died in my arms. She literally took her last breath. Traditional medicine had given up. So we were trying to go holistic. and they only accept cash and credit. There wasn't the Medicaid, Medicare, insurance would not pay for the cork doctors, so to speak. And with that being said, fundraising is what I had to do. And it said, help save a life. Because literally, I begged people to help me save my kid's life. I did not have the amount that they needed. And people came through. I did all kinds of fundraisers. I was a mom on a mission. With that being said, there wasn't, besides the strangers, and I'm just going to say this, I don't care if one of them sees this or not, I didn't have family and friends that helped me. I went to a church that had 450 members. 2 showed up to my events. So this is supposed to be a body of believers. So I know the true feeling of when there is a mandate and you kind of feel alone. This documentary that, like, he's getting enough where like shows can come off of this, over and over and over. But it's not free. It's not free at all. And I want this to come out because I believe that if we were doing this when my daughter was alive, that possibly she could still be here. Without a shadow of a doubt, 2.5 years ago, I lost my mom. And I know that if I knew about this, that my mother would still be here because I know she would do this with me. I know she would. So I reached out to Robyn to ask, hey, what do you think about this? Let's take this to Kerry. And this is after we saw him at Hack Your Health. See, none of us, we're sitting around eating popcorn, metaphorically, waiting for us, it's steak bites, waiting for this movie to come out so we can show people, so we can see it and, ta. But this is the time we need you. And a lot of us don't have just cash sitting off to the side. So we're trying to come up with a way for you to take one day, the morning, and help us do something nationwide. Because listen to this, guys. If we did one person per state alone, and you and a group of people raise $1,000, that's $50,000 to the project, just like that. I know because and if I'm not mistaken, I think you said $175,000 just for the editing. This has nothing. These people. That's just the editing. It has nothing to do with traveling to go see Bill. Because let me tell y'all, do you know how everybody's going to feel when Bill shows up at a Hack Your Health or something where he comes out? OMG, we're all going to be a part of it. You already know his story, right? You're going to feel like you know a movie star. When we turn around and we do these different things, we need help. It's not, Kerry did not ask for this. I just know what it's like when you have to raise funds. And so what we're asking is if we can get one person per state, but if I end up with 3 in one state, we're going to pool it all together. But I'm not looking for less than $50,000. And that's not even, we're still $125,000 short for editing, but we're moving. We're constantly moving towards the goal. And we are a part of something. It's like, I know, okay, for Kerry, it's not losing a child, but it's listening to the story of so many people who are near death, just lost someone, body is hurting, depression. Come on, let's start. Gout, high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, cancer,
Anxiety,
different
depression.
anxiety, eczema, alopecia, skin tags, you just name it. And here we are getting you off of medication. We got to get this word out, guys. We have to get the word out. Now, if you have money, is this the car wash thing? Yes, carnivorous dude, it is. But another thing that I even thought on that day, if you say, I might not want to do a whole car wash, you can still fill the form out so we know that you are participating, but yours might be a neighborhood yard sale and everything that they do is being donated. However you want to do for that day. So versus us staying up 27 and a half plus hours, we're trying to do on Eastern Standard Time, 8 to 12. And if it's really going around 12 o'clock, but if you tell people ahead of time, they can be there early. Gives you time and stuff to tell people about it. Gather your group and stuff together. The bottom line is on that day, if we can raise a minimum of $50,000, listen, he has to go see Bill. And now you have the new interview on Michaela. I'm already forgetting that.
Tammy Peterson.
Yeah, Tammy Peterson. See, I done messed it up already. But I'm just saying, all of this thing, and it's not free, and it is unfair and shame to anyone. See, I ain't got a problem saying it. Some of you not even on my channel. So shame on you if you're sitting around waiting for it to come out and have not helped, have not participated. That just reminds me of the person that shows up for Thanksgiving. He shows up a little late and take to-go plates. Didn't bring an item, but you're eating for days. So let's not do that. We are family, guys. We are family. I don't know how you feel, but I'm telling you, that's my brother from another mother. I promise you, this is my sister from another mister. It is just like that in here. And you can't tell me that you don't feel that way. When Carnivore Kip, if he falls off the wagon of the meat wagon, our hearts, we're reaching out to him. We all want to cross the finish line together. I'm waiting I just turned 60. I'm waiting to come on here, honey. Just turned 70, just turned 80, and just turned 90. And I probably will have 2 extra wrinkles. That's how good I feel. How do you not get this information out? We need your help.
Yes.
We need your help. It's just that simple. We need your help. Hey, Bill, look at that movie star, y'all. Y'all better watch out.
Hey, Bill.
Bill Knott is in the building. Bill is the movie star. We can't wait to meet him. And guess what? Kerry is documenting this for all of us who have walked his journey. The prosperous, all of them. He's documenting. We might not see all the behind the scenes, but we will. So with that, this is simple. On that day, and I done forgot the date now. August what? Is it August 15th? I know. So this is how it
August 10th is the date. August 10th.
There you go. That is August 10th. Okay, I see something here that someone is giving an idea that she said, you guys might do better with some kind of online raffle. You know what? Honestly, go online and donate. There are some people that you don't have to give anything to. They're just willing to go and donate. When I see the kids in front of Walmart, and they want to give you a lollipop, I say, baby, keep your lollipop. Here's the money. Just donate. I don't want to create 50 million things for everyone to do, but on that day, whatever your fundraiser you want it to be, let's do it. You still have to do the form,
Yes.
That way we have your name. We don't want anyone collecting money or doing anything for Healing Humanity that has not done the paperwork. You do that, there's going to be a link, everything for you to go ahead and turn your funds in. People can just donate, period. If everybody, real quick, Kerry, how many approximately? You have at least 100,000 subscribers, right? If
Yeah,
each one of them,
230.
right? So see, I knew it was up there, but I'm gonna break it down.
Wow.
Yeah, less than 50% of them. If
Amazing.
each one of them, less than 50%, did something, and maybe in you and your tribe only raise $100, that's $100,000 with just less than half of the people that's on his channel. I'm not understanding why no, that's not true. That's not true, because so many people have done, and I cannot slight them. We just have to do more as a family. We have to come together and do more as a family. I understand when the bill is this big and the budget is here. How is it going to happen? God works through people. I promise, I go outside all the time, and those dollar bills those leaves have not turned into dollar bills. I've tried, I've watered, I've prayed, but it did not happen. Blessings come through other people. It's where God is going to touch someone's life. And in this case, God has spoke and touched on Robyn and I to even take and run forth with what it is that we're doing. No money is coming to us.
No.
Everything is going to the documentary. The Kerry and his crew are not receiving any paycheck. They still have to pay their own mortgage. They have children. There's food, even though it's just meat. There's food. Should they not go to the park? Should they not buy shoes? Kids are getting ready to go back to school. Should they not buy their kids school clothes? So life still has to move forward. It is unfair to take money away from his family to do this when we're all sitting around like this. We can't wait for it to happen. So I'm asking you guys to partner up with us. Partner up. Let's make it happen. Step 1, fill that form out. Once you fill that form out, I did not send anything out this week because in actuality, if we can't get at least 30 states, I almost don't want everybody to, where's the cutoff? I won't have one person out there washing cars and no one else
Right.
are doing it. So I would just see that is unfair. Robyn did put the link up here for the Google Docs. She did do that. It is in the description of the video. If nothing else, if you say, no, I don't want to do that, go to donate.healinghumanity.movie. This week it might be $20. Next week, after you've paid everything, you might have $30. Next month you might have 45. That's how we have to think of it until this is done. It is not a one time. It is, let's do this as a family. And yeah.
I'll just want to add real quick. Thank you, G, so much for sharing your story about your daughter and your mom. Got me choked up a little bit there. In terms of the importance of this, I think everyone agrees. Similarly, we think about those loved ones we've lost or what could have been. I think everyone can relate to that. I'm so appreciative you guys decided to do this. You just kind of came out of the blue and said you wanted to do it. And I honestly really do appreciate it because it has been a struggle. I absolutely hate this fundraising part of it. But on the flip side, what we're doing right now, we're doing it for a fraction of the dollar. Like, we're trying to get a documentary on the big screen that would cost millions and millions of dollars. We've raised, I think, what are we, close to $150,000 on GoFundMe, which is incredible.
Yes.
But people see that and they say that's incredible. It's a fraction of what we need to get this on the big screen. Just the marketing for a movie would cost more than that, or the, like we were talking about earlier, the editing. And the thing that weighs on my heart is we get one shot at this, and I want to do the best job we possibly can do. So it's a matter of fundraising sort of for that reason. I really appreciate that you guys are taking this out on your own and deciding to do it too, because it's taken a toll on me. Like, I don't generally go out and do things like this. Like, hey, we need money. I probably should, and maybe we would have had it sooner. But what I've been doing to keep the momentum going is just continuing to do videos and live streams. And every time I do like a video, I did one with Dr. Philip Ovadia. We got the donate.healinghumanity, and a couple donations will trickle in. So long story short, like, if we had the funds, the documentary would probably be done now. But it's just like, I keep doing YouTube videos, I keep doing live streams, and then some of the donations trickle in. Just to give you guys an example, on Tuesday, I have 7 calls I'm doing. Last week, Tuesday, I had 6. And those are interviews on other people's channels or podcasts where they'll allow me to shout out Healing Humanity. I'm doing it to get donations to keep the momentum going for the documentary, or videos that are on my channel that'll keep the momentum going, keep people excited, put inspiring stories out there that could maybe change someone's life, and then maybe we get some donations as well. But that's what we've been doing so far up until this point. In terms of the car wash, Jen was on the call last week. We're planning on participating. We're going to do the rummage sale version. We got a perfect spot here at the movie theater. And like, if people wanted to do that too, and just, I don't know, like tithing, or just do a percentage of it for your trouble, that would be amazing as well. But we're excited. We're excited to do that. Yeah.
You know, that now that you said that, we can adapt the form if they want to do a yard sale, something like that, or the car wash. But on that day is when it gets done. And that's where we start going from there. Just pull people around. And guess what? This gives you an opportunity to talk about the proper human diet. This gives you an opportunity. What is that? What you're doing? You eat on him? Whatever. This is an opportunity where you can turn around and say, I no longer have this, and this going on with me. This is an opportunity, because a lot of times we don't say anything. This is your chance. This is your chance. And one of the things that we asked is that on that day, we're going to go live, right? And you will be on, so from your mobile device, you'll be able to come in, and we'll be able to see what's going on, whether it's your yard sale, your car wash, whatever you came up with that day to turn around and do. But I did see this up here. What is the best way to document? Honestly, the best way would be Zelle. But we can't do that because he's being legit. So that means no matter what, somebody's going to get a piece of what you give. When we do it here on YouTube, that YouTube is going to keep their portion. That's number one. Donate healinghumanity.movie. Well, donate.healinghumanity.movie. I'm going to say is the GoFundMe, and that is taking the least amount of money. And that way he has a record of everyone that gave. So no one is saying, you done stole the money. So he has a record of it. You can feel good. As a matter of fact, you can even take that and use that towards your taxes as a donation that you've done because you've given. So we have to do this, guys. Oh my God. This is actually, it does take me back, Kerry. And I think that's the reason why I said I wanted to share. People have let me just share with you guys this brief moment from the time that we found out that my daughter was sick. It took 4.5 years for her to take her last breath. The first 2 years was modern medicine, so to speak. And then the last 2.5, we were going through non-traditional ways. And that's where we were having infusions, just all kind of things to give her quality of life. Not understanding it was the food she was eating. So you start treating all of these symptoms, and that's what I'm saying. We have to get this information out. I have a grandson that's 20. He'll be 21 May of next year. She left behind him and a daughter. The daughter turns 17 the end of this month. She'll be 18 next year. And they grew up without their mother. Things that is it in here? Yeah, let me show y'all. Or is it, this might be my mother's. No. So I find things like this to my mom and dad. This was to me. It's like I find stuff like this. Today was my last day at the center. This was August 4th, 2009. She's not here to mother her children. So when I find stuff like this, I say, hey, guys, read what your mother was saying. I loved how she wrote out all of her bills. And I say, look, this is how she was paying things. I'm now trying to teach her kids through books that I find. And I know that if this movie was done and I knew about it, she could possibly be here. We have to help Kerry. I don't want no one. I don't want anybody else to feel like this. I don't want
When there are things
else.
that you can do, that's the thing, is that before we didn't know, right? We had
Right.
no idea the healing value of meat because of
Yeah.
all of the backward and upside down things that we've been taught about nutrition in our society and in the
Right.
world, really. Now we know. And if we had have known, we could have told the person, food can heal you. You can heal your body with food. And so it's incredible. And if you think about, the millions of people that are going to be helped, think about the documentaries that you watch on, channels like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, and the impact that they have on you. I've watched some that have been really good, and ones that have said things that were like, now I'm thinking, okay, that was off, that probably was not correct. But we know what's going into this one because we know Kerry. We've been watching him. I've been watching him for about a year, and seeing the passion that he has for this documentary, the passion, as G was saying, the passion for people. When you were saying that he's the lover of people, that's what I see too. He cares about people, about their lives, and about getting their story out here so that we can all find out the healing value of eating meat. And who knew that just eating meat could do it? It's pretty awesome. And for us to be able to help to facilitate this is why we want to partner with you guys to be able to help raise funds. I was saying last week that, the real shame would be for us to get almost to the finish line and not be able to finish the documentary because we don't have the funds to do it. And so, when G came to me about this, I was like, absolutely, yes, I will do whatever I can to help. You need a project manager. I'm a project manager. I'll help because I don't have $1,000 to donate. I would love to just take $1,000 out of my bank account and donate it, but I don't have it. And like many of you, you probably don't have it either. But if you partner together with us, you partner with your community, you bring the people in, you raise the funds, and you donate them. We have some great incentives for you as well. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But, we want to partner with you to be able to make sure that this movie gets all the way across the finish line. And I'm going to say this, $150,000, which is absolutely incredible, is not going to do the trick. It's not.
It's
yeah.
not.
I just want to add too, like, get all the way to the finish line and then can't finish it is one thing, or this thing takes years, because that's the thing that's been stressing me out, frankly, lately. I get this question 10, 15 times a day. When's the documentary going to be done? When's it going to be done? And my answer is, it will
according to how much you donated.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, look, don't get me to answer the question.
If we had the funds, it would definitely be done already. It's just, we're building up funds, we're filming and using the funds, we're building up funds, filming and using the funds. So it's going to take a long time if we continue doing it that way.
And I think you think about the people that Kerry is interviewing and talking with. He's literally getting the best of the best. Yeah. He's getting the top people to come into this documentary and talk about the power of the proper human diet. It's absolutely incredible. Who does that?
Wait, who did you just say that you
do that? It's definitely, something that God has placed in his hand for sure.
Name some of your doctors, Kerry. Name some. I gotta turn my ceiling fan on. Name some of your doctors.
Well, the documentary has all of the good doctors in it. Dr. Barry is one of the big ones that we filmed early on. Dr. Tony Hampton, who I absolutely love. That man is a healer, a life changer. I'm so honored to know him. Dr. Kiltz. All these people, I feel like I'm hyping them up, but I really genuinely, they're just amazing. And then when you meet them and talk to them more and what they've contributed to the documentary, Dr. Sean Baker, the original, the man who coined the term carnivore and wrote the book and was on Joe Rogan twice. Dr. Anthony Chafee, someone that's become a good friend of mine. I think he's been on my channel like probably 5 or 6 times. He helped us out with the 24-hour live stream. Dr. Philip Ovadia was the latest, which was just like 3 or 4 days ago. I was down in Illinois at his clinic at the hospital filming him with Adam. He's incredible. He's so good. Some of the stuff I can't wait to share. And then, more recently, Tammy Peterson's going to be involved as well. And Dr. Wiedemann, we have yet to film her. Professor Thomas Seyfried, cancer researcher who's been talking about cancer as a metabolic disease for 30 years. It's this man's passion in life to get the word out about this thing. He's in the documentary as well. Dr. Georgia Eid, we still have to film her. She's incredible. She wrote an amazing book, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind. Always get that one confused, but that's correct. Change your diet, change your mind. Actually,
so right now I'm listening
right here.
There you go. I'm listening to a MD, a heart doctor, a cancer doctor, a metabolic doctor, a fertility doctor. So in this community, listen to all what we have. We don't have quack doctors. These are doctors who have specialized, who have brought this way of eating into their practice.
And they're changing lives. And on that topic too, think about this, Robyn. When I started carnivore, one of the many videos I watched, first it was Dante Ferrigno, then I watched a bunch of Dr. Barry, then I watched Dr. Ovadia on heart surgery. And one of the things convinced me wasn't anything that he was talking about heart health or eat this or eat that. It was the mere fact that this guy that has performed 3,000 heart surgeries is eating a carnivore diet for 8 years now. I'm like, This guy does heart surgery. He's probably pretty smart. Maybe at the very least, I should listen to what he's saying and consider it stronger. And now we've got Dr. Chafee. Dr. Chafee's done brain surgery. He's eating this way. Maybe it warrants a little bit more consideration because, a lot of people when they first hear carnivore, that's crazy. Okay, well, this heart surgeon's crazy. This guy that does brain surgery is crazy. Orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Sean Baker, he's crazy too. Like all of these things, when you really start looking at it, you really have to second guess and think about it a little bit more.
I like what Carnivore Cat says, pray without ceasing. Carnivores, pray, and pray each and every day. This will happen. God will make it happen. And I want to add the next sentence. God works through people. Okay. So that is the big thing. You can be out in the water and God will send it could be a little raft, but he'll send it, right? You could turn around and be hungry. Somebody come by. He works through people. We have to come together. You guys are my brothers and sisters. We have to come together and help our brother. I am not, yeah, it's like I can't imagine what you guys' household is like. What it was like. I mean, the theater and everybody is doing, and you have kids and they have lives, and then you added this.
Yeah.
Plus, you guys have chickens and all this other stuff, and you guys add this. But it looked like someone has gifted 5
Who's
memberships.
your carnivore? Brett gifted 5 months
Yes.
without membership. Thank you, Brett. Brett has an
Yes.
awesome YouTube channel.
Yes, he
Who's
does.
your
Yep.
carnivore? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny what you're mentioning, Gia, all this stuff going on. Literally an hour before coming here, we were at the homestead, and I think Jen ordered 75 bales of hay for our goats. And it is hot out, and we're unloading the hay. So yeah, it's like juggling things, trying to keep everything going. But this whole documentary is my number one goal, number one purpose. But it has been a lot for sure.
Well, one thing, even for today, guys, if possible, when you get off from here, donate.healinghumanity.movie. I don't care if everybody on here did $5. And what I'm asking is to keep this movie in the forefront. You know, if you turn around and it's like you're digging down and you have a couple $2, $3 left on your Cash App, anything, it's like, you know what? Let me do this. It could be $3. And when we get into the habit of doing, before you know it, that 3 turns into 5. And that 5 can turn into 10. And then that's that one person that can turn into 2. And next thing you know, you got 10 people doing $10.
Right.
Well, 10 times 10 is 100. And then if we turned around and if I had 100 people to turn around and say, for the next 10 weeks, I'm going to do $10 a week. You see how we do this in numbers together? But if one person tries to do because I see the word carnivore, Lord, car wash, just one person, and we're all sitting around saying, I wonder how much Kerry and them going to raise on this one. No, we're doing this together as a family. Let
me tell you guys a little bit about the Nationwide Car Wash.
Yes, go right ahead. And I got
all right. So the Nationwide Car Wash is your hosts are myself and Gie Brown. And we're doing this to support Kerry Mann and the Healing Humanity team. We are hosting a nationwide car wash fundraiser. The date is August 10th, 2024. And we have a goal of raising at least $50,000. Last week, G said $100,000. I was like, that's our stretch goal. Praise the Lord. And the whole objective of it is to assist with getting that next $50,000, $100,000 for the documentary, to produce that Healing Humanity documentary and docuseries, which is what G was talking about a little bit earlier. So we're looking to partner with you as a host, team leader, to secure the location in your area, coordinate your volunteers, making sure everything runs smoothly on the day of the event, and make sure that all the funds raised gets out to the Healing Humanity movie GoFundMe. So we're looking for team leads that are going to do this to host a site. And so we have a letter. If you decide that you want to do it, we have a letter that will come out to you. It will give you all the details about how to do it. Talk about the different levels. If you raise $500, of course, we know, if we know anything about the movie, we know that for $500 raised, your name is going to be in the credits of the Healing Humanity movie. And for anybody who participates and raises funds for this, you're going to get some shout outs on Kerry's channel, and on the Healing Humanity website. And then also for everybody is going to be early access to the trailer, the Healing Humanity trailer. That is super exciting. I don't know if you guys get FOMO, but I do. And I want to be the first to see the trailer, to be honest.
I Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Robyn. I was just gonna say, I was thinking since the last call, what else can we do that would be interesting for people? And I got an idea. When we premiered Healing Humanity, it's going to premiere here at Montello Theater. But in addition to that, we're hoping to premiere it at different small independent theaters around the country. This is going to be the first time seeing it. So a VIP invite, maybe we do that for the first couple people, like whoever raises the most funds through their car wash or rummage sale or whatever they do, they can come out to Montello Theater VIP. And we'll probably have some of the good doctors here for that as well. I'm hoping to, for example, invite Dr. Hampton out when we premiere it, put his name up on the marquee. So it'll be a little carnivore meet and greet, but you get to watch it on the big screen with us.
I love that. I love that idea. So I was looking back through the comments and I saw that we had about 8 or 9 states represented in the chat. And I think we're looking for all 50. Right, G? We're looking for somebody from every state. So, you know, give us a thumbs up if you're considering being one of our team leads to host a site, to perform a car wash, to do, I said bake sale last time, but I guess we don't really do bake sales unless we're baking steaks. But to do a yard sale, rummage sale like Kerry and Jen are going to do, or something on that day. The reason that we need you to do it on August 10th is because we're going to live stream and we want to talk to you while you're doing it. So we're going to ask you to check in. We're going to have a whole, you know, list of everybody that's doing this and the times of your check-ins. And we're going to be checking in with you to see how things are going at your site.
Okay, I just added yard sale. So on there, it's still the exact same thing, meaning that we'll have if you fill out all of them, but the car wash is no, and then the yard sale is yes. So then we'll kind of know, but we'll still stream whatever's going on. And so let's talk about, let's get those look at it, bake sale, if that's what you choose to do. Maybe I need to also add one. Whatever it is, if you want to hold an individual raffle or something, this is an opportunity that we do this. And if you're in another country, the 17th, August 10th is going to happen wherever you are as well. So let us do this. Let us show Kerry that we appreciate what he's doing. Let's help him get it completed. And let us not just be with words. Let us be with love is an action word. Because watch this here. If I told you I love you, but then I punch you in your eye, which one you going to believe? The words in my mouth or the action that I did? So I need your words and your actions to line up. Kerry, we love you. We want this together. We want to do this. And this is how we follow it up. I don't have extra cash, but I can create something. I can crochet some things. I can sell t-shirts, whatever it is that's within. Some of y'all have crickets. Some of you guys have silhouettes. Some of you guys are extremely crafty. Some of you can go right up there to the $1.25 store now and get coffee mugs, and you can create something on the outside. You can sell those. You turn around for that particular day, Healing Humanity. Make sure you get yourself a shirt. You have that on, and that's your representation for the day. But we're all doing August 10th is the Carnivore Diet Movie fundraising day, however you choose to do it. There you go, David. Even $25 add up. If you in Canada, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Yes, we can do it. And for those, let me show y'all this picture that just so happens to be on here. This is this one in the middle is my Danielle. That's her and I, and that's my niece. And then that's my Danielle right there. And that's me. That's my baby girl. She's no longer here. And when I say to you, that I know. So that means, let me tell you what that means, what I'm saying. It could be someone listening to this video. It could be someone listening to this video that has a coworker. It could be someone listening to this video live or replay, and they have a friend. It could be someone that listens to this video that shared it with somebody that heard about it. I know you know somebody that's sick, whether it's diabetes. I have a friend that's had toes cut off. All kinds. As a matter of fact, I looked at it and I was like, "Why her shoes look so little?" And then it dawned on me, her toes been removed. She can't wear the same size anymore. Diabetes have come in and destroyed so many lives, and it didn't need to. Cancer and chemo has come in and destroyed so many lives. It didn't have to. I look at some people that's had half they from throat cancer on. Didn't have to. Because see, here's the thing. If you had changed what you were eating, I believe, and I could be wrong, that the desire for the nicotine can kind of go down. You find yourself not smoking as much. And now that you are eating the proper human diet, you find where your body is healing itself, right? Fuel the body first. That's what we're doing, to heal the body first. And before you know it, you start aging backwards. Because I tell everybody, I just turned 60. Aging backwards. And we, once again, can't wait for Kerry to finish this. Wait a minute, I just seen somebody.
Oh,
Come on, Chris.
that's right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chris. Chris is my my buddy. Legit, caring, inspiring, and honest are the words that best describe Kerry. I mean, after only knowing Bill for 3 weeks, he goes to Alaska and helped a complete stranger on the path to regain his life, and that still isn't enough for him. Thank you so much, Chris, for that. I really appreciate it. Chris has always been a really good supporter of the channel.
Always,
awesome
yeah.
individual. Appreciate it.
Chris, I feel in my spirit, man, you worked on, you gonna be your name in the movie, in the credits, honey. But listen, not only that, he's telling the truth in regards to Bill. It's one thing, technology, that Kerry could have Zoomed him, but instead he flew across the states to actually see him. Do you know what that meant to Bill? Did you guys not see Bill break down in tears? Do you not hear him say, "I have not left my home"? And he's not over there in a mansion. He's making he's making life happen. How many of us don't even want to go to Walmart, but then was just so excited Bill was in Walmart? What the what? We don't even want to go. And now all of a sudden, I know half of you watched it and was teary-eyed because, oh my gosh, did you see? He's riding around seeing things. He's like, man, this doesn't even look the same. You are experiencing right with him.
Yeah.
Right with him. That's just one individual. The stories go on and on. Yeah. We met because I even shared with Kerry. January last year, my husband was on a walker. And see, I say that, but then I sent Kerry the clip. And it's like, whoa, because you get a visual to see it. And that in itself, and I did that on a cell phone. So just imagine what this movie is going to do.
Right.
Imagine what the movie is going to do. All right, y'all turn.
I can't wait to see it myself. I'm one of the ones that's like waiting with my mom asks me about this at least once a month. When is the movie coming out? You know, and she's not doing carnivore right now, but she knows that it's the truth. So yeah, you know, I think we're all waiting. We want this movie to come out. I know that when I first heard about it, I was like, I went and I got some money out of my account and put it in the donate.healinghumanity.movie.com on the GoFundMe because I wanted to get the biggest bang for the buck, because I want to see lives be changed. You know, some of us are out here, we're YouTubers. Why are we doing that? Because we want to see lives be changed. We want to tell our story so that people can know about this as a great option for them. So this movie is going to change millions of lives.
Wait. I got one even better. Kerry, I'm announcing it now.
Uh-oh.
You guys, once this happens, we're all having watch movie night. We're gonna hold parties all around when this thing airs, because we're not watching it by ourselves. You're gonna like how we have Super Bowl parties.
Right.
We're gonna turn around and we're inviting the folks, and it's like, yes, and here we are, and let them see. It's like, guys, this is what I've been telling you about. I only want to share this with you all first. I didn't want to see it by myself. I don't know if I'm in it, but I do believe that my name is in the credits. You say however it is that you choose to, and it's like, and then look, stick your chest out and say, and I help fund it.
Yes.
Come on now. You have an opportunity for all of that. Honey, I'm taking all them bragging. I probably have a t-shirt made and on the back say all of this was cured and I did that. Yeah, this is our movie. Yes. But you can't be hollering our. You can. You say whatever it is you want to say, but it sure feel better when you actually helped. And we have to take some of this off of Kerry's plate. This is, that is, we're adults. That would just be shameful of us to sit here and clock and wait and clock. What's taking him so long? God damn. I'm ready. You know what? No. Let's help. Let's help. You know what? Here's another thing. Where are my motorcycle people that can do a bike run that day? Huh? Yeah. We got motorcycle. Oh, I'm thinking of them. Let me tell you all the things that I did. I did the car wash. I did the raffle. You want to do raffles? This is what I did. I went to the different businesses and pretty much I had a t-shirt and I was big. My t-shirt, y'all, was a 2X. That's how big my shirt was. And it fit pretty snug too. And I'm going around and I'm asking, if I went into a nail salon, I asked them for a gift certificate. If I went to an auto mechanic, I asked him for a free oil change. Come on, listen to me. We got a skydiving place here. They gave me 8 tickets for their skydiving thing that was valued at $350 for the tickets. And I broke it off into 2. So a family of 4 and a family of 4. I did that. Who else? And on that day, I had actually had food donated. I found a guy that cooked barbecue. Like Kip would do something like this. Kip could do this a whole plate sale if they wanted to. Someone could donate the food and you just do a fish fry. Whatever it is that you want to do on August 10th. I need to change the form again because it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be the car wash. It's going to be a day of giving. But if car wash is what you want to do, and then bottom line, when it's all said and done, let's overload the GoFundMe, make the server crash with donations. That's where I am on that day. We have to. Can you imagine if we all come together for this last push? And this movie gets made in a few months. He's going to go ahead and do the other of the interviews. He still got to get with Bill. He still got to do these different things, but it could be done. You could be sitting with your family for Thanksgiving watching Healing Humanity. I'm just saying. But we have to come together and do this. All right, it's y'all turn. Go ahead.
I just want to say, I love how you said our documentary. I've been talking about this for a long time. And if anyone watches the channel closely, I've never said my documentary. It's our documentary. And I really mean that. When I say our, I mean, all of us here can all agree, and it all resonates with this. All of us probably got a second chance at life. All of us were probably unnecessarily suffering for a long time because we were misled about what foods we should eat and medications and things like that. So it really is going to be our documentary. Yes. I just want to say too, when you were talking about Bill, you were giving me some flashbacks because it was 3 weeks that we flew out there. And I'm not going to lie, when I was flying out there with Emma, I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing here? What if this dude, Bill, like what? We don't even know. Like this could all be made up. But as we always say, providence. And boy, was it providence, because think about this right now. All of the people that could have messaged me and that I connected with and that I ended up being in this documentary, we landed on Bill, who's been stuck in his house for years. He's absolutely incredible. He's a natural on camera. He has a huge heart. Everyone that watches him is in love with him. What are the odds that would happen? There could have been 1,000 people that I could have just randomly been, I'll go to this guy, this guy, this guy. And we landed on number one, Bill.
Number one.
But like you said earlier, Bill is special. Okay. There's only one Bill not, but like G said earlier, there are a lot of other people in the world with Bill problems. Stuck in their house, hopeless with depression, anxiety, pre-diabetic, heart issues. There's millions of people like that out there. So that's the reason we're doing our documentary, is for all of those people that are hopeless, like Bill. And the last thing I'll say on Bill, I think Bill's probably still watching this. I don't remember, but when I first saw him, one of the things I said to him, and remember, this was before Bill had his YouTube channel and before all of you guys were watching Bill. I said to him, and this was just providence. I don't know. This just came into my brain and I said it. Your story is going to inspire millions of people. I knew it without a shadow of a doubt. I know it now more than I did even then a year ago. And we're going to film him again next month. But his story is going to, because if Bill can do it, 700 pounds stuck in his house, fixed income, anybody can do it. So I can't wait to share. I can't wait to document more of Bill's story next month and then share it with the world for sure.
Most definitely. And then, like you said, you landed on like the Bill. He has such a sweet voice, and he's forever. Here he is in the midst of been stuck in the house, but he had words of inspiration for you. Oh, come on. What?
Every time.
And here's the thing. It's going to be so many different stories, the documented stories.
26 so far. Just to interject, 26 interviews we've done so far. It's blowing my mind. It's like, do you really need that many? Well, like G said, we got this documentary with the most powerful stories in there, but different examples so they can resonate with everybody. But then after that, we're doing a subsequent series. We've already decided we have to. We have so many good stories out there. So we'll have a whole episode on cancer, a whole episode on type 2 diabetes, and a whole episode on aging. But 26 and counting.
And counting, because there's more, and we have to help him get to the more. We have to help him. It is unfair. So it's not just Kerry traveling, because we're not going to have Kerry carry all the equipment or drive that far by himself. So he needs someone with him to help him carry equipment. You get there, you have to set it up. There's mic checks. There's this, there's that. There's the, this is not a, you just came in and where my phone at? And you just turn your little phone up and that's not what this is. This is not cell phone. This isn't at all. You can even look now and see how clear his picture is.
Oh man, with Dr. Ovadia, this last one remotely, it wasn't just, of course, it's not cell phone. It wasn't even just one camera, 3 cameras. We were running 3 cameras, 2 on tripods, and then Adam holding a third one on a gimbal. And huge shout out again to Adam Carnivore today.
Adam's awesome.
He has been getting some incredible, like I am not hyping this up. I'm looking at other documentaries and I'm like, this is next level stuff I haven't seen before. Some of the cinematography he's getting, the stories are so powerful, but then getting it captured in that way really brings it to the next level. So
that is awesome. I can say that, when we were there in Austin and we saw the setup, I was blown away by the setup that you guys had to do interviews. First of all, the place was absolutely gorgeous, but I was just like, this is professional, 100% professionally done. So I'm really, really impressed with the professionalism of this team, and the whole Healing Humanity team is absolutely incredible too.
I know Russ, that's my baby. I'm gonna see Russ I think it's next weekend or something.
Homesick Buckeye, Russ.
Yes, we're going August 1st through the 4th, Frederick and I. We're going to go to the Keto Orlando meetup. It is
Nice.
so important. And I'm going to, when I try and get people on that day to do. And sometimes people, what's her name? Private Eye? No, Audra. She's doing a meetup here in North Carolina and taking donations at the meetup to turn in. And look, Dr. Nelson, no, because Dr. Nelson, when he first showed up, y'all, I tried to find I was like, is this a real doctor or is he just like going around on YouTube? And then I met him. When I say to you, his personality, if you just give him a hug, this community is phenomenal. And this right here, listen, first time in 35 years without renting an electric scooter. This stuff means something to us, where you can turn around and you know that it's like down, 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 down. Bill, first time I can walk across my house. I think last time, weren't you, Kerry, talking about him slunched over like this? I think you mentioned that last week. Yes. And then it's amazing.
Dr. Nelson, Dr. Nelson's become a good friend. He just emailed me yesterday. Hopefully he's okay with me saying this. I'm going to say it either way. Below 200 pounds for the first time in 40 years.
Yes.
40 years.
Yes.
And he's celebrating his 40th anniversary with his wife.
There you go. So
the anniversary.
Yes, his wife looking, it's like, wait a minute, you getting close to that 40-year ago weight and looking good. Yes. Wait a minute. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Nelson. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Dr. Nelson, hey, quick shout out. Dr. Nelson is going to be joining us. You mentioned, like, is this guy a real doctor? He's been practicing for 40 years. He believes he's estimating he's seen over 250,000 patients in his long career.
Yeah.
And he's helped so many people. He's going to be joining us on Saturday. I'm doing a live stream with Dr. Barry, Dr. Hampton, and Dr. Westman, all about type 2 diabetes. We're going to be doing a roundtable. We're going to be sharing individual stories from people that have overcome type 2 diabetes. But on that roundtable, I invited Dr. Nelson to join with Dr. Barry, Westman, and Hampton so we can talk about type 2 diabetes. So huge thank you to Dr. Nelson for joining on that one. Everyone should
come on, carnivorous dude.
All right, Ed.
Come on, thank you.
Oh, Ed, thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
Carnivorous dude, Ed. I'm sorry it isn't more family. Love what you're doing. I'm loving Return to Natural. Good morning, Robyn. Walking Challenge, Healing Humanity. Thank you so much, Ed. I got to meet Ed and Robyn in Chicago, right? Ed came out to our Chicago meetup with Dr. Hampton, and Robyn did as well. And Ed, he mentioned Return to Natural. Jen and I started this free Facebook group. Every morning we try to get out, get sunshine, get our feet in the grass, return to natural, eat proper human foods for 30 days. And Ed has been a huge part of that community, posting, commenting, leaving pictures. It's been so inspiring seeing what people are doing in there. But thank you so much, Ed. Really appreciate that.
So, like, one of the things, people like doing meetups. So I know there's 3 meetups that I know of. And then I found out there was a website that people put their meetups on. Yeah. And so you got the Keto Orlando, you got the Keto Palooza, and then you have the one that I'm saying is here in North Carolina. For us to ask Kerry to do another meetup right now, means that we're adding something to his plate. At this point in the junction, we, the family, must step up and do these things together. So if there is a meetup that you're not making it, go ahead and send your donation. But in the meantime, you can go to donate.healinghumanity.movie. The GoFundMe, bam, we have to keep talking about that. So now, from the people that are here, how many of us on August 10th are going to do some form of a fundraiser, whether it is a car wash, a yard sale, rummage sale, as he call it, a bake sale, a cookout, a raffle? Who all would participate to help and do? Give me some hands, give me some something. We have the link in the description, and then it's also in the comments, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm trying to put it in the comments. I'm not seeing it. Kerry, are you seeing it over there on your comments?
Let me look.
I'm just posting it again now.
Yep, there you go. There you go. So who's your carnivore is having a meetup. Make sure that
this is August 4th. So,
yep.
But he's going to donate. He's going to raise funds and donate it.
Yes. So, and there you go. And the 4th is good. You just make sure that by the 10th, even for beforehand, we'll have it.
I was going to say too, on the meetups, Brett, Audra, I was talking to Audra yesterday. I love attending meetups. Like G said, it's really hard because I'm focused on filming right now, but if I can make it, I'd love to. But if I can't and you're having a meetup, email me, shoot me an email, homesteadhow@gmail.com, and I can send you some shirts and some stuff. So I think Audra, she was going to raffle off a few things to raise funds. So I'm going to put together like a little care package. So if anyone's doing a meetup and they want to shout out Healing Humanity, just send me an email. We'll send you out a package. You could maybe raffle some things off or whatever you want to do with it.
There you go. Y'all, this is what we call coming together and doing it. So, Kerry, I want to say thank you for doing this a couple of weeks in a row. Yes, I know you just got off the Hack Your Health. You did a little minor small vacation with your family. He stole some time to give to his wife and kids. And with all of that going on, it's time for us to stand up and show that we are really in this with him. We are in this with him. All right. He said the email.
There is a link. I want to say this again. There is a link in the description box of all three. If you're whatever channel you're watching this on, right? Go to that link, click the link. It's going to bring you to a Google Doc form that you will fill out and say that you're volunteering to be a team lead for your event for August 10th. Okay, once you do that, go ahead.
No, listen, he turned around. I don't know the picture, but so let me tell you something. As a school teacher, what I used to do, I would turn around and tell everybody I was doing lunch on Friday. They can get a sandwich and a salad, or it was sandwich and pasta. But do y'all know how easy that was to do? And then to turn around and make the money. And then back then I wasn't selling it for a whole lot. So you can do that. You can do that in the office. If you are a baker, you can bake some. But there you go. Go ahead to BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club, and you. Okay, but here's the thing. Now that I'm sitting up here thinking about it, y'all, we can't turn around and get people candy for the movie.
Gotta be some pork rinds or something.
I know.
Some pork rinds. Get them some beef sticks.
I know. I just said there. So one way to introduce, you can boil some eggs. You can have cheese, and some. Oh Lord, yeah. Okay, we can't do that anymore because we're killing.
We're not going to tell you what to do. You do you. And just turn the money in.
Nelson,
the people are going to eat what they're going to eat. So, go ahead and I love it.
Yeah. So it's not much. Yes, it is, Nelson. Let me tell you why. It's more than some people have done. And it's it's the measure of your faith. Because there are some people that have thousands of dollars and did nothing. I don't know where yours is, but that came from your heart, and it is a lot.
Thank you.
And like I said, if 100 other people did that, if we had 100 people right now, look at it. Come on, Miss Grant.
Come on, Trisha.
Let it start flowing, y'all. Let it start flowing. Come on. Look at it. Wait a minute. I want the movie to come out of Carnivore Believer only in for 7 days now.
Congratulations, Denise.
Yes, she donated $50. God is good, Denise. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. I cannot say enough. I'm aging backwards, honey. I have 0 ailments now. 0.
I get excited for people, like almost a little jealous, because I remember the first 30 days, like once you
Yes.
really get into that deep ketosis, you start
Oh,
healing,
man.
and you're absolutely right. It just gets better and better. The sleep improves. You start noticing like, oh, my elbow doesn't hurt anymore. I didn't know that would ever go away. And all these things start to happen. So
Yep.
thank you so much, Denise.
I want to bring back up thank you, Miss Grant. I want to bring back up Bill. Another thing I like about his story, and I know this will be captured in the documentary, because everyone thinks just because you're now starting to eat meat that all is well. But then remember he was numb, the pain. So okay, so all of that can also be part of your process, your story. All right. For me, and I still have that knot under my arm. It's going down now, and I ain't been on my vibration plate. So please don't tell nobody. But I know that, and I bought mine through Bill's link, and I know that all of that has to do with my lymphatic system. It's not going to be all peaches and cream.
Right.
You are going to release some toxins, whether it's the keto flu in the beginning, whatever. Things are going, but keep going. Keep going. That little train, chugga, 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 chugga. Yeah, keep going and going. And you will get to your destination feeling good, feeling good. As Robyn would say, changing minds and healing bodies. And I always say, we're gonna have to fuel our body. Quit feeding it, fuel it. What are you putting in for your fuel source? That's what we on. I'm just so tickled with you guys. Thank you so much. And some of y'all being quiet now over volunteering. Okay, so here we are on the start page. Y'all want to start showing the people because Maximus, I don't know, starting carnivore tomorrow. And then thank you. I create crafts. Thank you so much. Kerry, there is a question in here. Did you ever think or imagine? Yep.
Did you ever think or imagine you'd ever be a leader in the mission of something as huge as this documentary of spreading the truth to the world about the power of a proper human diet? Susan Hampton, thank you. Great question. No, I didn't. In fact, people are always like, you're so fired up, you're so inspirational, you're so passionate about this, which it's true, but it's the polar opposite of what I was before. Gie and Robyn, you mentioned earlier that I have a love for humanity, and that is also true, but that was also, honestly, if I'm being honest, the polar opposite before. When my wife and girls and I, when we moved to our homestead, it was to get away from people. Like I was almost like a hermit. I had no friends. I was talking to someone about this the other day. It's like before carnivore, it's not like I had a couple friends. I had no friends whatsoever. And now it's the opposite. I got lots of friends, but it's just like this love for humanity, fellow humans, other carnivores. People are getting a second chance at life. I just really enjoy talking to people, interacting with people, meeting people, whether it's through the movie theater or meetups or this whole thing. So I never would have believed it. I still don't believe it. I was joking last week when Dr. Jordan Peterson tweeted out our trailer that I still believe I'm in a mental hospital right now, because when you really think about it, like, really, I just ate meat for a little over a year and I cured my lifelong depression. My IBS is gone. I don't snore anymore. I feel incredible. I'm friends with Dr. Chafee and I'm interviewing Dr. Hampton, and Jordan Peterson and his wife, Tammy Peterson, are sitting at home watching my YouTube channel.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I said that to Jen. I'm like, imagine I'm hallucinating and I'm in a mental hospital right now. Oh yeah, I just ate meat and all of this stuff happened and I cured everything. It's crazy. It's absolutely unbelievable. Never would have imagined it, Susan Hampton. Never would have imagined it.
Do you want to play the trailer?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, let's see what he tweeted out.
So yeah, I'll show you guys right now. I don't know if Bill is still in the chat. Here's a little interesting trivia. Bill is he was like, I'm gonna wait a little while before I watch the trailer. So Bill, here's your warning. The reason being, Bill hates seeing old Bill when he first started. So I said, hey, you do whatever you want. You don't have to watch it now. But fair warning, Bill, if you're in the chat right now and you don't want to see it, maybe it's time to watch it though. Like I told you earlier, Bill, you're going to inspire millions of people. This trailer, Bill, inspired Jordan Peterson to tweet it out. So he's passionate. He's fired up about it. So here we go. Let me present this here. All right. I think I can make it bigger too. There we go. Hello, Kerry here from Healing Humanity. A proper human diet has changed my life forever. Not only am I down over 100 pounds since my heaviest, I also overcame depression and anxiety and many other issues. Now I'm going on a journey to help others do the same.
You know, I've been a doctor for nearly 30 years now.
We've all been misled for so long.
And they gave me pills for anxiety. They gave me pills for depression.
Our bodies are so deficient and so malnourished that of course you're going to get diseases. Of course you're going to get sick.
I believe that I may have caused my cancer.
It is no way to live. It's a nightmare.
I was just so hopeless for so many years. It just kills me to know that the answer was out there the whole time.
The food that we're eating nowadays is simply not food. I mean, just because we put it in our mouths and we chew it and swallow it doesn't make it food.
We can sit back and we can say the bloody doctors, it's not their fault. They were trained and they're doing what they were trained to do.
The thing that really pisses me off is that the people that we should have been able to trust, the literal organizations that we look up to protect us, are the people who have done the majority of the misleading.
I'm 82 years old, which is just a chronological number. So you put the right fuel in the engine and the engine works.
I've now transitioned from a disease manager to a disease healer. I've transitioned from a drug dealer to a healer.
3 weeks ago, I didn't know this man, Bill, from Alaska. Bill is 700 pounds and he's been stuck in his house for 4 years. You nervous?
I'm nervous, Kerry. You know, I live in Alaska, the most incredible place on the planet. I had to have a toilet put, a few feet from my bed, which I can barely walk to as is. I have not been outside in over 4 years. This is life or death for me. I'm sorry, Kerry. I'm sorry about that.
Here.
Man,
Thanks, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, for the first time in a long, long time, I'm looking towards the future, which I have not had in such a long, long time. And it's just the most incredible feeling.
How do you not? I know. If the trailer is doing this, I can't even imagine the whole document. Oh gosh.
So here's a couple
Make sure
little.
you bring your Kleenex.
Right. What do you guys think? Nancy Chandler said, watching Kerry grin when he sees Maggie. Yeah, you caught me there. Every time there's so many moments in there, but I filmed that, Adam filmed that, and I have all of these clips in my head, but the editor that helped us put this trailer together, his name is John Morton. He's incredible.
He's incredible.
He picked that clip, and I don't know, I didn't even really remember filming that part when she says, you just put the right fuel in the engine and the engine just works, and she has a little smirk on her face. I'm like, that is perfect. I can't wait. Like, people keep saying they can't wait to see the documentary. I can't wait to see it. Like, I filmed this, I've seen the clips, but seeing it all come together in Maggie's story, it seems like Maggie is really firing a lot of people up when I'm watching people watch the trailer. They always, whoa, 83 or so. I'm like, you ain't seen nothing yet. We filmed with her for a week. You just saw a couple clips of that. So,
wow.
Yeah.
the other thing that was interesting when I rewatched some of this, Dr. Barry said, the literal organizations that we should have trusted have done the most damage. When we filmed that was before Dr. Berry announced the formation of the ADS, the American Diabetes Society. He's putting together. That's what we're doing the live stream on. We're trying to raise funds and awareness for that on the 20th, on Saturday. But I believe now afterwards, he's probably talking about several things like the Heart Association and everything. But I think he was talking about that. This is before it was even announced. But he couldn't be more correct on that statement. I interviewed a gentleman a couple days ago. The video isn't live yet. My good buddy, Dave. And he had type 2 diabetes. He's losing his vision from it. And he was like, yeah, man, I would eat potatoes because there's no sugar in potatoes. And if you look on the American Diabetes Association website, there's a page that says potatoes. Yeah, that's a perfectly good carbohydrate that you can consume. And then you look above it and it says sponsored by Idaho potatoes or something. They're literally bought and paid for. And this man lost his vision. And he's like, I was just doing what these institutions were saying. Like, they said potatoes were fine. I'm thinking there's no sugar in it. Potatoes are fine. And now he's like, a potato, that's like a bomb of sugar. By the time it's in my body, it's just glucose. Yeah. It's causing him to lose his vision. So there are little things like that. When I rewatch the trailer, I'm thinking about. So yeah, there's the trailer. That is just a little tiny snippet. Like I said, we filmed 26 people. I think there were maybe 5 that were in there. We filmed 26 since then. And we're currently working on The Torch, which is a longer sort of 9-minute version we're going to submit to Angel Studios. And I've seen a preliminary version of that with Dr. Kiltz and Pastor Jimmy and Annette, who we filmed out in Austin. And I can't wait to share it. We're still shooting the little things, getting some B-roll and putting it all together, but it's coming together for sure.
So here's my question. One of our people from the community put this up in a thing. I can't remember. A lot of us go with the food pyramid. It's in school. It taught us yada, yada, yada. So I think either the government or doctors came up, but it was actually the food industry that came up with it. That right there. So Kellogg's, Nabisco, that's the reason why it's so heavy in the fruits, vegetables, but the grains. So I'm like, they did that for their own benefit. That we always say, follow the money. Yeah. Follow the money. So now I'm going to pose this. I don't know if we got some doctors or something. There's this vegan going around, and I used to be vegan. So there's this vegan going around saying that our insides are like the herbivores in the kingdom. That when everybody talks about a lion, but his insides and our insides are different. They talk about our intestines and the fact that he has short intestines, we have longer intestines. And that's the reason why the longer intestines are like that in the other herbivores. And that's why we're supposed to be herbivores. So I need the answer to that. Don't make me go have to cut some folks open so I can see. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Somebody find a body and say, did she do that? No, I didn't. Well, I need to look into that.
Yeah, for sure. I can't remember which doctor I was talking to, but he's thinking, look at a cow. A cow is a ruminant animal, which means it has multi-chamber stomachs just so it can process plants. It has to process it through multiple stomachs before it can get anything usable out of it. Mm-hmm. That is clearly not what we have as humans. We got one stomach. So that's why we eat the thing that is able to eat the thing.
See, right? You got people here talking about if we were herbivores, we would have 4 stomachs, stuff like Mm-hmm. So that's going to be one of those that I look into, because I don't know, just another Ponzi scheme, the food pyramid. It is.
As Bill always tells me, it's inverted reality. Everything's upside down and backwards. The food pyramid is for sure, and everything else. And it's like you said, Gie, it's all money. Follow the money. Yes. If that's the reason I've realized too, this was one of my big epiphanies, was why all my life I've been told meat's so bad for me. You're gonna clog your arteries. One week you'd hear on the news eggs are terrible for you. The next week eggs are great for you. Back and forth. It's all just money. If you want to sell an incredible amount of sugar and processed foods and standard American diet, you just demonize meat. Say meat's going to clog your arteries. What are people going to do? They're going to have a salad for a couple of days, then they're going to get hungry, and then they're going to be eating the 65,000 products in the grocery store. They're all plant-based, full of sugar, and highly processed, and continue that sugar addiction. I really believe this. I looked this up a long time ago. I'm like, what is the biggest industry in the world? And if you Google it, it'll say technology. Well, everyone's got phones, all this. It is sugar, the sugar industry. When you look at it in all of its different forms and all of, there's what, 100 different names for sugar when you're looking at the ingredients. Sugar is the biggest industry. They get us hooked as children from a young age, and we become
From
sugar
birth.
drug addicts, lifelong sugar consumers worth billions of dollars to them. It goes into the food pyramid. It goes into all of that. And we end up in that circle. I call it the circle of death. You eat all the food, you eat all the sugar, you're addicted. You end up on all the medication, spending all your money on that. You end up in the hospital, and you end up dying at 70 if you're lucky, as the average life expectancy in the United States is going in the opposite direction for the first time. Just keeps continuing. It's all just money and greed and run amok. That's why I'm so passionate about the documentary. And I keep saying over and over again, I'm never taking a paycheck or a penny from it. It's kind of a principle thing, but I was damaged. I was sick beyond belief on all of these pills from that, from greed, from money. So it's like, wouldn't it be nice to just do this documentary as a complete passion without having to make a profit or make a buck off of it? And that's the reason that's the reason I'm sticking to that. I'm passionate about it. I announced this last week, but for all intents and purposes, it's been a nonprofit, but we're actually working with an accountant now to formulate it for tax purposes as a nonprofit. I'm never going to make a penny off of this. I'm never going to take a paycheck from it for that reason.
Well, I hope that it does make enough where you and your family can, because this has been a lot on you and your family, and all your siblings are around you waiting on you to finish it. So, siblings, thank you, Julia. We have to get into this. So, I'll repeat this portion and then let them go and say they part. GoFundMe, which is at donate.healinghumanity.movie, is the best way to get money on Healing Humanity because of the amount that GoFundMe is charging. We appreciate every last sticker, every last everything. You don't have to stop this at all. We just want you aware that YouTube takes a larger portion when it's given here. I'm not saying that for you to, I'll wait later and then don't. So if you want to do here, great. But then donate.healinghumanity.movie. And if you can't remember any of that, I'm pretty sure everybody on here is on Kerry's page. When you go, Kerry, pull your page up. Pull your the Homestead How up.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just show y'all real quick.
Here we go.
When you go to his page right here, see it says GoFundMe.com F Carnivore Diet, but then it has 6 more links. If click that, click that. And bam, down here at the bottom, all kind of ways right there to get in touch. But that one at the top, that's how easy it is. Just go to his page. It's right there. Support for the documentary. Bam. It'll go there. And that's the one area for the least amount of money taken out for fees. So right there, if you can't ever remember, you ain't got to do donate. You go and click on it, Kerry. Click on the link and watch this here. I actually did the Healing Humanity movie down there. You could do that one as well. And let's show them what's going on. Oh, another page probably opened up.
Yeah, I think it opened in another one.
Yeah, it did. I'm like, it never takes that long. Share the next one. And then I want you guys to see just how easy it is when you go there. Bam. Look at that. Share now. Now, we still haven't raised enough. Listen to this, to do the editing. What's been raised, he had to get equipment. So now you have to travel to record the people. There's a setup, there's all of that. So you can share this, you can donate, it's right there. And I love, you see Rick Jones.
Yeah, that is the largest donation we ever had. Came in a couple months ago.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Y'all, we cannot let Rick Jones pianos outdo all of us. That's one person. Come on, we got to do better. So the purpose of this particular live is on August the 10th. August the 10th, we're doing a nationwide fundraiser. We're just going to call it that. You could do the car wash. You could do a rummage sale, yard sale, however. If you choose to do a bake sale, you could do a cookout. You could sell hot dog. It doesn't matter. On that day, do your best. And then we're going to flood the donations. Bam. She said, I know you would, who's your carnivore. But in the meantime, we just going to keep together raising. We're going to $5 and $10 him. Thanks, Robyn. Thank you. So, yep, another Robyn. Look at the Robins. All right, guys. Anybody else got something to add? Anybody in the comments? Anything?
I just want to say thank you.
Yeah,
thank you both so much. I'm sorry. I just want to say thank you both so much, Robyn and G, for you guys. You just came out of the blue. Like, this needs to be done. Let's do it. And I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. You guys have become good friends. Just participating in the documentary was huge alone, but to go above and beyond like this really means a lot to me. So thank you both so much.
Oh.
And on top of that too, I just want to say, I'm practicing what we're preaching here too. On the day of this event, Jen and I are going to be, we're holding our garage sale, rummage sale, whatever you call it, right outside the theater. So we're planning for all of that. So we're going to be checking in with you guys as well.
There you go. Now, another great thing, listen, it doesn't have to be solo. You might have, everybody in here got a BFF. And so that's one of the things that you can do. You can get with your BFF and say, hey, listen, on this day, do you have some things people can donate just to turn around and sell? And then guess what, guys? If you don't sell it, donate it to charity that's around you. You don't even have to take it back into the house. You don't have to do that. Okay, wait a minute. What's his rare shot carnivore would do on the weekend through? Okay.
Nice, Trisha.
That's what I'm talking about. That she's going, come on, Trisha.
Oh my goodness, Trisha.
See? That's what guys, this is what we're talking about. Coming together, making this happen. She's going to do her share ride. You might turn around and do that. If you are a waitress, say, you know what? A portion of my tips. Wear this shirt. Well, that shirt, because I wore the wrong shirt. I had this one on. We won't talk. I'm doing another recording. But have your shirt on and turn around, and it could be something extra. And then on August 10th, you donate a portion of your tips, whatever. So let's gear up for August 10th. August 10th, and whatever it is that you want to do in the meantime, just know this. You are not alone. On that day, you can stand proudly knowing this is going around all around these here United States. We're going to do this as a family.
Yeah. Thank you, Trisha. My goodness. Wow.
Yes.
That is measurable. Like, when I look at that, I'm thinking like, we're going to film Bill next month, and the expense of travel and getting out there, and there's some lighting and some equipment and some things like that. And just the huge expense of traveling all the way out to Alaska, renting equipment when we get there, because we can't take it all on the plane. That is measurable. Thank you so much, Trisha.
Yes. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Us coming together. So, Kerry, are we meeting next week for an update?
I'm open to it for sure.
Well, same bat
Let's do
channel,
it.
same bat time. Look, Batman and Robyn. I mess with her. Sometimes she say, "Girl, you know how many times people can call me the sidekick?" Yes. So, yes. So we can do the same bat channel, same bat time, and I hope everybody is coming in with some exciting news. What you have planned, who you've spoken with, and keep in mind, fill out that form so we know where we have to plug into, what we have kind of looking forward to. The link is in here, and it's also in the description of the video that you can go and fill out, give your information, and then we can say, hey, Kerry, these brothers and sisters have all decided. So then we have your proper spelling of your name, because you'll get into the
credits.
The credits. There we
The
go.
movie.
And he's trying to think of other things. If it's something and you need some t-shirts to sell at your event might want to be a meetup. You have enough time. Today is the 14th. My grandbaby birthday. She turned 3. So, yep. So the 14th up until the 10th, it don't take that long. Because let me tell you something. If I call you and say that Macy's is having a sale, you don't need a whole lot of time. If I told you all their shoes was $10, you ain't gonna pray, you ain't gonna fast, you're gonna jump in your car and go. So it's the exact same thing. We throw that out there when it's something, that you kind of don't know. We doing this. We are doing this. All right, y'all turn.
All right. I'm good.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, G. Thank you, Robyn. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for the generous donations and hoping you guys will join us for this event. I think it's gonna be so much fun. Like, if you do it, I think you're gonna be happy you did, because the other thing that I realized last week, it's almost like a little carnivore meetup. You're gonna get people coming in, they're like, oh, I'm carnivore too, and that's always a lot of fun. So thank you both, G and Robyn, and everyone for joining us. Really appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
I'm looking forward to hearing their ideas on what it is they're gonna do. That's right, Nancy. Let's do
go.
It. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
JT.
And us doing this here. Hey, Papa Carnivore, us doing this here. When we do see one another, it makes it even it makes it better. It really does. And then look, Kerry, we're gonna be watching this thing. We're gonna be reading every word we feel like we are a part of. You don't have to sit on the sidelines. I don't care if you just started carnivore yesterday. You don't have to be on the sidelines, honey. You in the family. There we go.
Awesome.
Right.
Let's end it there. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
See
Thank
you next
G.
week.
Thank you, Robyn.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, Palm Beach.